Hi, this is Siri. I want to continue on to day 2 of Stanley's Devotional Visioneering. Day 2's verse is Philippians 2, verse 13. For it is God who works in you, both to will and to work for His good pleasure. So it's God who works in you, and it's important for us to recognize that. The devotional today is called In God's School. If you saw The Empire Strikes Back, you may remember the scene in which Luke wants to go and rescue his friends before he has finished his Jedi Knight training. Yoda begs him to wait. Luke, you must complete the training. But Luke has seen the future and he knows his friends' lives are in danger. He says, I can't keep the vision out of my head. They are my friends. I must help them. Yoda finally issues a dire warning. If you leave now, help them you could, but you will destroy all for which they have fought and suffered. Still, Luke is determined to go. He is so locked in on what could and should be that he feels compelled to leave immediately. So he does. And do you remember what happens? Everything works out great. But that's in a galaxy far, far away. Back where we live, action before preparation usually spells disaster. In the case of your divinely ordered vision, God goes to work in you to prepare you for what He knows lies ahead. Like Luke Skywalker, you may so urgently feel the need to act that it seems foolish to wait, but God is sovereign. Keep that in mind. Your vision is simply an extension of His vision, and His timing is perfect. I'm sure you can relate to the times when you've argued with God and you struggle with God and you resisted saying, Lord, I want it now. I want to have this now. I want that promotion now. I want that new job now. I want some clarity now. So now, we just show impatience and we show anxiety. We reveal our anxiety through our impatience with the situation and really just arguing with God and trying to push Him for something now. But we have to keep in mind that God is sovereign and His timing is perfect. It says that your vision is simply an extension of His vision. So we have to wait on His vision to be revealed to us as we're calibrating our vision to His vision. We just have to wait and be patient. He continues to say that for a while, God will be working in you to prepare you to act on His purposes. And I think we can assume His purposes are in accordance with His timetable. So maybe you're not getting that new job, that new promotion, whatever solution you need right now yet, because God's still preparing you for it. Maybe you're not ready to receive it yet. And He knows it's in your best interest and the best interest of His purposes that you wait right now. And He prepares you for that thing you're waiting for. All this can be hard to hear, can't it? I know. I found that the complaint most associated with the process of visioneering is about God's timing. Once the vision is clear, we assume we are ready. Otherwise, why would He have given us the vision in the first place? This is very true for myself. I have big visions for our ministry of the Bangkok Christian International Library. Right now we're using a space of about 110 square meters. And I definitely have visions to do more with it. But I'm just asking God when. I get excited when I have that vision about what it could be, the potential it has to fulfill a particular purpose. I get excited about it. I want to do it now. I want it to happen this year, within 6 months, things like that. But obviously I'm sensing in my spirit that God's telling me to wait, that I'm not ready. Maybe something else isn't ready, and He's preparing that to be all ready, all perfect. And I just have to trust His timing, that it'll be just perfect, and I will know exactly when to move ahead. So don't be impatient. Don't move before God leads. Accept His training and His timing. Meanwhile, your vision, though it may burn inside you, will enable you to endure the wait, because you know it's worth to get it right. Yes, it's worth it to get it right. If the vision is so big, so great, so amazing, don't you want to have everything ready before you do it? It's kind of like before you're cooking a dish, and that involves a lot of ingredients. You want to make sure you have all the ingredients, otherwise the final dish will just be lacking that specific thing that you didn't put in. So you want the final dish to be perfect. You want that final product of your vision to be perfect, right? And glorifying to God, to be just as He wants it. So it's worth it to get it right. Vision always precedes preparation. Initially, your vision will exceed your competency. Within the context of that tension, God will go to work on you. So there is an element of competency in here where can you do it? Are you able to do it right now? Are you skilled and equipped enough to do it? And perhaps God is preparing you and equipping you right now as He prepares you to fit into that vision that He has. To the extent that you can, identify how God is preparing you now to fulfill your vision effectively later on. So I think that was a very powerful message in this devotional by Andy Stanley called Visioneering, because the timing that God has and the timing that we have inside sometimes are not in sync, and we really need to sync our vision, calibrate our vision, calibrate our timing with God, and then I believe we'll be more at peace and just always be sensitive to Him, walking in step with His Spirit. Then we'll be able to do all this with joy, with peace, and no anxiety as we continue to try to fulfill God's vision for our lives.